All right, greetings everyone, and welcome to week 62 in the Rise of Obticeo. I started this account in January of 2022. Been updating the progress every week, doing all the characters, ships, all the upgrades to the account. We'll do mods, datacrons, anything that we've got ready to go, and y'all can follow along and ask any questions that you have as we go. Please remember, as we get into this, hit that like saber, get that like button out of here. I would appreciate that. Helps me, helps the channel. Please help me out. So in week 62, starting out here, we've got 4.23 million galactic power. We've got 28 relics, 37 zetas. 7 of the Omicrons, Squad Arena, CLS is getting us back in the top 100. We're getting pushed out of the top 100. There are a lot of Galactic Legends showing up in my Squad Arena shard, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not chasing squad placement anyway. I advise that y'all do the same. Just don't chase it. You'll get there someday. Fleet Arena Profundity is getting us the top 5, Chromium 3 and GAC. And I said ROLO would probably take me till week 63 because I'm waiting on all these purple Mark 8 computers or whatever that I need. And that's still the case. I got about 40 of them in the last week. I needed 80 of them. I picked up 1 item's worth. I still have a full 40 of them left to go. We'll give that the next week and see what happens. The energy plan, what I'm spending energy on in the account at this time. For the regular light and dark side energy, we're farming Bindo mission. For that Jedi Knight Revan unlock. Fennec, Boosh, Skiff, Leia for the Skiff Lando. For the eventual Job of the Hutt journey that I'm doing. And then Wicket, because we do want to get Wicket to 7 stars so we can get those free Zeta materials. I'm still working on him a bit at a time in the background. In Fleet, we're farming the Sith Fighter every day. That's mostly for the Mark IV comlinks. I don't really need the Sith Fighter ship. But if I'm going to get Mark IV comlinks, I'm going to get them off a hard node where I can get other stuff anyway, so that's working out. In the Cantina, I've got T3, M4 that I have to work on, and signal data. Mods, we're doing offense, maybe a little bit of crit chance here and there. Strategies, 3 refreshes on mod, energy, and fleet. And then 3 or whatever I can get each day on Cantina. Shop plan, we're feeding the shard shop with most things. In the guild store, we're warehousing stuff, making sure we have 100 of everything that we need so we can get lots of clicks on the second tier stuff. In the fleet, we're just converting that to shard shop currency. I really haven't been buying Zeta materials out of there at all. Feel pretty good about that. It's hard to keep up with all the gear upgrades at this accelerated pace. And the purchases out of the shard shop feel so valuable now that I don't mind just converting all my extra fleet currency to shard shop. And then in the guild event store, we're building the Malevolence now. We're done with the negotiator. And get one, we're just going to bank for gas and try not to spend it on anything at all. In the shard shop, we're getting those Gear 13 purples and golds, and then the good gear like the comlinks and the binoculars and stuff like that that I can pick up. Just a reminder to myself, I do want to put higher relics on a few of my characters. Savage looks like he's really going to be doing some work for us. Want to get him at least to Relic 5 to make sure that he can take on the teams that he's killing CLS teams in 3v3, which is pretty fantastic. And assuming that he can do something similar in 5v5, we'll get him up and running. And then Wampa, I think we got him at Relic 6 now. I think we really want to take him to 7 or maybe even 8. Try to make sure that we can get through any Sith Eternal Emperor placements on defense that we might see along the way. We had to play a Relic 8C, and I think with just a little more stats and a little better mods than that Wampa, we probably could have taken out a Relic 8 Sith Eternal. So I think we need to get some higher Relic levels there. Get that up and running. So just a reminder to myself. Second tier projects we're working on. Of course, we're doing the Jedi Knight Luke journey into the Jabba the Hutt journey. That's the main stuff. But in the background, we're working on the Sith Triumvirate. I want to get Kenobi at least to Gear 12. We got the Aura Singh Bounty Hunter team that I want to work on. And then the gas requirements and Jedi Knight Revan journey unlocks somewhere along the way as we can make room for those and get them. And that brings us to a conclusion on the status of the account here at the start. I'll catch up on chat, see what you all got to say. Blackbird's here. Alex RG, Zymergy says evening, folks. Andre Posadi's here. Nice. Nuke says lick saber deployed. Dougie Anderson says, oh yeah, boy. All right, Storm Pooper's in the house. Jay Hawker says hello there. Cat gives me a picture of a cat. Hey, at least it's not the cat paws this time. It's a different cat emoji, so thanks, Cat. Appreciate that. MemX86 says, greetings, Inquisitors. Nice. Welcome, welcome. Sean Unavailable says, hi, DL. He says his lick saber is strawberry flavored. All right, you guys lick your like sabers and you tell me how it turns out. I feel like it would burn my tongue off, so I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna use mine for the cutting purposes that it's intended and not licking. Ugh, scary thought. There is a GIF out there, right, of Talon licking a lightsaber. I guess to each his own. Are you seeing a lot of C and GAC? A lot. I don't know, if I see one per round and I kill it with Wampa, that pays back the relic materials, right? No, I don't think I see it a lot. I don't see it a lot. But think of it this way. Over the course of the game from now until whenever I quit playing this account, if I beat every Sith Eternal with Wampa, will it have been worth the materials that I spend right now? I think yes. The answer might be no, but yeah, I don't know. I like it. I like it when I get that win. Man, on my Loquitur account, if I hadn't been able to beat that C the other day with my Wampa, we wouldn't have got through that GAC. We'd have been held up on that zone. So yeah, I think when it's needed, when it works, it's worth it. Hey DL, dad joke of the day. Din Djarin tells Bo-Katan, hey, I have a joke about the Darksaber for you, but you'll never get it. Bird. That's nice. I have a joke about Darksaber, but you'll never get it. Man, that's brutal. Love it. Adohan says, evening DL. Bernardo-ish says, I bet an R7 or R8 Wampa would be a solution to Star Killer when you start seeing them on defense. I may do that also. I played a Relic 7 Wampa against the Star Killer team and beat it. And then the next time I tried that, there was a stun or a daze that came out that locked my Wampa down and they just crushed him. So I don't know exactly. I have to think about which comp is what. But something happened with one of those comps where Wampa just got completely owned. He got dazed for like 2 turns and never even got to do his Wampa ability to get extra protection. Just got straight killed without ever taking a turn. So there's something in that Star Killer matchup that you have to be careful for. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I don't remember if it's a Juhani skill or if it's something that happens when you have a different character in there. I don't know. But I remember it being traumatizing, and I lost without ever taking a turn. So it's not a guarantee. Hey DL, I'm keeping track of my relic rate. So far I'm averaging about 1 per week. Is that a decent rate? Well, it depends on where your count is. If you're averaging 1 relic a week, that's fantastic. I think on my Loquitur account, I'm averaging 1 every 8.5 or 9 days or something like that. So anything better than that is, yeah, it's pretty impressive. I would say anybody that can do 1 every 10 days right now is in good shape. That's about as good as can be expected. Anything under 1 per 10 days, or anything that's better than 1 per 10 days is good. All right. Just another consumer says, I've been struggling with Wampa because he's my answer to Grievous, Iden, and Gas. I need 3 of him. Yeah, that's why I want more relic levels on Savage, because Savage can at least do Grievous, right? I think so. Get that ticked off the box. Also, how do you deal with GL cleanup? So many times I struggle with killing a solo GL, even with Wampa. GLs are meant to be hard to kill. I mean, it's not that you get down to SLKR and then you kill SLKR, right? You got to, against him, you got to come in with a trooper team that doesn't include Stark. You can't remove any of his turn meter, and you got to hit hard enough that you just punch right through him. Sith Eternal, same thing. You just got to do massive amounts of damage. And especially in threes, once he gets that link off and links up two of your characters and cuts down their damage, it's hard to do enough damage before he gets rolling. So against Sith Eternal, you know, something like Wampa works. Clones don't work because Rex can't get off the Rexolate. High damage bounty hunters with Fennec Shand can work. So yeah, you got to look to a team like CLS, Fennec, or the Troopers, a team that can just pour out like smoke and heaps of damage in the first two turns. Things that give themselves turn meter are fine. Things that take away turn meter from your opponent usually don't work. Especially against SLKR, because you take his turn meter away, he just gets bigger and bigger. Makes it pretty rough. Vader can kill certain GLs if he can take a lot of turns and stack a lot of dots over a couple turns and then hit him with the lightsaber. But you pretty much have to have ridiculous mods on a Vader. You have to have Thrawn available, and then probably a tank to tank some stuff. So if you had like Kylo Ren unmasked at good relic levels, or you know, maybe Wat Tambor in that mix, and you know, just throw it over to Vader. You use Thrawn to try to control. Of course, you can't control turn meter on a Galactic Legend, so it would be something like a tank and Wat and Vader, and then just try to keep the tank alive with Wat, and keep, you know, weapon tech on Vader, and get some extra turns for him, something like that. And try to stack up enough dots to get him out of there, using Wat and Vader to put dots on. And then Vader, you know, has, of course, the leadership that says once the dots are on, they stick. So there's a few things like that you can do, but GL cleanup is not easy. You got to have, it takes one of your best teams just to clean up a solo GL for sure. Graham says, lost my first GAC match to a Datacron player without looking at Datacrons. My account was much better. They were also able to clear both Executor and Profundity with no meta fleet. Profundity gets beaten easily by Executor. If you put Profundity, Malevolence. Malevolence just carves through Profundity. It doesn't even take much. So my recommendation is don't put Profundity on defense unless you're fighting down in Chromium. I mean, once you get against people that have good Malevolence fleets, the Profundity, it doesn't hold for me on Obticeo either. People with good Malevolence, you know, beat it every time. So it's not nearly as good of a defense as Executor. I got a joke for you too, DL, says Blackbird. Is BB hungry? Nope. BB ate. All right, nice. My guild sent me to watch your gear efficiency video from 11 months ago and was wondering with the gear change if it's still optimal. Absolutely. Everything in there is still true. The stuff that I mentioned that cost 15 crystals out of the shop now only cost 8. The purchases that you can make out of the shop give you more gear than ever. And the 3 nodes that I quote in there are still absolutely the 3 best nodes in the game. 7B light side for Chirotech shock prods, light side 9F for everything that you need for relic materials, almost, and then dark side 9C as your farming node for dark side. There is more opportunity for you to pick up some gear like comm links and stuff like that off of either other hard nodes or, you know, doing that with your extra energy. But the basis for how you get your materials for relicking, all that stuff is still the same. Still legit. Didn't really change much of anything. You just get more gear out of the shop. You can get more characters to gear 12 faster. That's the upshot of it. Boris says, welcome to Datacrons, Graham. Shark says, Geos are great at cleaning up. Geos can clean up C. If you've got a Relic Spy, I think you need a Relic Spy to clean up C. I don't think just generic geos like Gear 12 geos can do enough damage, but the ability block on him means that he can't do much. He just kind of sits there doing nothing. Geos in 3s, though. In 3v3, can Geos clean up a Sith Eternal in 3v3? That's got to be hard, because you would need... How would you even do that? Because you got to have Brute Alpha. You got to have Poggle. You really need Soldier for the tenacity down. So you would have to do like Poggle, Spy, Brute Alpha, and hope that you can sync the ability block. It works in 5s. I don't think it works in 3s, though. GLs are just tough to clean up in 3s. I guess that's my point. All right. They beat my Profundity with Executrix and double shot my Executor with Malevolence and Negotiator. Interesting. I wish it was possible to favorite nodes. Jayhawker, just to give you an example of what I do, I don't know if this helps you, but I use a couple hard nodes as farming nodes. And, I mean, you can't necessarily favorite non-hard nodes, but certainly, you know, I have a farming tab set up here. And things like Holdo, I'm only farming Holdo when I want stun guns, because she's got stun guns on her node. And I feel like if I'm farming stun guns, I might as well get a character along the way. This also has detonators here that are really good to get. So it's, you know, all this gear is good, and I get Holdo for free by farming a hard node. So I've found a lot of value lately. And like, let me check something here real quick. I'll show you another. You can find all kinds of interesting stuff to farm on hard nodes. Okay, so let's go here and go to the dark side. Like if I wanted one more dark side farm here, you can go to like Bastila Fallen and put her in as a hard node for dark side. And when you want to spend dark side energy, check out this node. That gives you the Mark IV comm links, gives you a couple other pieces of gear that you can scrap for either carbonite or bronzium wiring, and then you're farming Bastila Fallen for someday when you might need her. So I don't know, for spot farming gear like this, I'm loving just putting an extra hard node in there. And then when it's dark side day, everything you want to farm is favorited. Not necessarily favorited, but it's all right here. I just run down the line of all the dark side stuff that I want to farm and just farm it. On Friday, after Friday's reset going into Saturday when it's dark side energy spend day. For anybody who's watching who doesn't know, always pay attention to the daily objectives for a guild. Most people don't, and you can get a lot of loot this way. So you just go in here and it says spend energy in light side battles today. So just don't spend energy on dark side. Don't farm your dark characters. Just farm all light side stuff for the day. You'll end up toward the top, and you end up getting tons of tickets for this, right? So there's a way to check the loot on this, right? So you see these are like 69. As your whole guild farms light side stuff, this will continue to tier up, and you'll get like tier 5. And then the person at the top will get like, I don't know, 129, let's say, something like that, some number of extra guild tokens. So if you pay attention to what the guild activity is of the day, it's more free shop currency. All right, I gotta get going on the account. So let's get in there, take a look at Relic level tier 1 stuff. Rebel Officer Leia. We needed all of these computers. So I managed to fill out enough to get this piece combined. I guess I got a few more computers that I must have bought over lunch break today. So I only need 20. We're 20 out on finishing off her Relic. But like I said a couple weeks ago, what I've been doing is I've been farming this node here for HoloLenses. I've just been farming that while I'm waiting on those pieces for ROLO. And what that's allowing me to do, I'm cashing those in over here at the scavenger and making Zimbital cards. So you see now I've got 26 Zimbital cards in the bank. I could come in here, you know, knock this down a little bit and, you know, make 8 more of these. So let's take it up to an even 30. So basically I'm farming, getting loot, bringing it over here, making Zimbital cards. Similar thing here. We've got a bunch of these bayonets I can turn in now. I'll keep around 30 of them. We'll keep around 30 so that we can always go to the next thing. We'll go ahead and throw that in. You know what? We'll just run this out. And that is an even 30, right? Actually, that's pretty clever. I don't know why I never thought of doing that before. Let's do it that way. Let's simply go let's see. Let's just make one of these. Craft it. So I can craft an even 30 right there. And I can go here, craft one of those. And then I don't have to do anything. I can just put this on 50 and just run everything down, right? 17, that'll make me right to an even 20 impulse detectors. Boom. Done. Let's go. Don't plan to Relic 9 anything at the moment, so I'm going to leave these year to keypads here alone. We could convert some stuff, but like I said, I'm not actively working on Relic 9s at the moment. We're in good shape over here. I've got tons of stuff. There's 126 Electrium conductors. I got a bunch of these in the bank. I could get rid of another watch. We've got even more materials over here. So we're in fantastic shape on conductors. Rhodium heat sinks. Yeah, we'll have to start converting something here pretty soon. Mark V here, we've got a few of. We could, you know, knock down a few of these that we have. I don't want to hit those. I don't want to really do any of it. So we'll just wait. We'll wait till we get back on farming this. Lightside 9F has these on it. And when you're farming 9F a lot, you get a bunch of these. And then you can go in here and convert to rhodium heat sinks. We're okay there. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing, and that's why ROLO is just sitting there. Normally, to make the relic cycle go faster, if I needed these pieces, I would just farm them. So probably this week I would have just been farming those pieces. But I decided to wait, not farm them, try to get them out of the shop, and keep farming stuff for relics instead. I think that's a better application of my resources. All right, second tier stuff. Let's go to the journey guide. I did get Lando's last piece, and I went ahead and crafted that during the week to make sure that I could lock it down here and not accidentally use it somewhere else in my update. So he's at gear 12, and that's it. That's it, right? This journey guide is all set. We're ready to go. Lando can be the next, and we'll do Captain Han as the last relic here on the JKL journey. So we're good. We can go into squads now and take a look at the second tier work. We do have this Kenobi that we want to build up. We've also got Piet that we want to build. This level gives him speed, right? So we've saved up some Kairos over the course of the week, and we're ready to go ahead and give him his upgrade. It'll use up all the golden eyeballs that I have for the week left. I used 60 of them on Lando right there. I'll use 60 of them on Piet right here, and we'll be out. Yeah, and he needs more of them for his next gear tier. Let's see if any of this stuff gives him speed. This does. Craft, equip, 6 speed. No speed there. No speed there. So now we can wait on this level, right? We can wait a long time because he's got all the speed he's going to get off of this level. So we can wait for gear 12 for a while on him. All right, let's see if we can still click on Kenobi. All right, he doesn't need golden eyeballs. Let's get him his gear 12. All right, there we go. Gear 12. Let's finish out some of his Omegas. Get him. This is all stuff for the capital ship. Okay, if all allies are Galactic Republic, he taunts for 1 turn whenever somebody loses protection. At gear 12, at Relic level, this is definitely worth it. At gear 12, I don't know. Yeah, probably worth it. Let's do it. We need to keep saving Zetas for Jedi Knight Luke, but we've got some in the bank, so we'll go ahead. We'll pop that onto him, kind of finish him up, and I'll take him off this list. We can take Padme off. You know what? We can. I'm really not going to work on K2SO either. I'm not really going to work on Piet right now. So let's just delete that whole row of stuff. Let's just call that done. Okay, Traya. Traya needs golden eyeballs like everybody else in the world. So we're not going to get a click on her. Droidica, this gas requirements we could work a little bit on. Aura Singh team we could work a little bit on. Let's see, who's most important? What do we want to do first? We got to get this journey up and running at some point. So we've got 20 million credits. Let's go ahead and get mission up to 85. Get her gear started here. I think you can do Revenant at like gear 8 or 9, right? Like you don't even need that good a gear on her. Let's see. This would use a real stun gun. So we'll leave it there and see if we can complete that on gear 8. I know you can't get Malik at gear 8. I understand that. But just to do the Jedi Knight on Revan part of the unlock, I think, if I remember right, you don't really need that much on her and Big Z. So we'll just get the basic skills and come back later when we're ready. So, how are we on money? 13 million. We're going to save that. We'll work on him next week. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Bindo, maybe. Let's take a look at Bindo. Yeah, that takes a stun gun here. Let's do it. Let's upgrade Bindo. We won't upgrade his skills or anything right now. We'll leave that there. Okay, let's take a look down here and see if we can get... Grief Karga looks like he's good for a click. He's taking these comm links, I guess. That's Mark III comm links. We don't really care about that. That's easy stuff. Okay, this is a real thing. Then he needs golden eyeballs again, like everybody else. Okay, Mando. He can have an upgrade. He can have another upgrade. We're not even going to think. We're just going to click the button. Okay, now we're stuck on Kairos. And we're not going to invest Kairos in him at this level for a while. So, yeah, we'll have to take a look at these mods at some point. See how far we get this week on other stuff. See if we can get this team timed out. Maybe put the Omicron on the Zam. How close are we to having enough Omicron pieces? I think we've got enough for another Omicron. I feel like we do. 19. 19. Question is, do we want Zam in there or not? Let's take a look at ships. I honestly don't think there's anything in ships that I want to do right now. This is all good. Rebel Y-Wing. Well, that's crazy. Why do we not have this ship finished out? Yikes. Oversight on my part. Yeah, all of those stats, all of those skills make this ship better. Okay. Well, I guess we needed to finish that. Zoikers. Alright, and then the reinforcement abilities here don't really help the ship stats, I don't think. Okay, what else we got? The Millennium Falcon's not done. Okay, that's just reinforced stuff as well. We can wait on that. I don't use it as a reinforcement. Okay. Wow, I'm shocked that Rebel Y-Wing still needed skills. I totally missed that. That's horrible. Horriburu. We can upgrade this, right? It's always going to be a reinforcement ship, I think. And we got to work on Iden still. Out of Carbantes, but maybe she can get a click here sometime soon too. We're working on finishing out her. We'll have to work on finishing out her stars at some point. All right. There was something in ships. Glad I looked. Okay, let's just stroll through the characters here. Look at the farming tab. We can activate here. I want to go ahead and use up the shards that I've got. Make it easier to farm. That way I don't have to click the find. Alright, then go in here. Same thing for BSF. Get her up and running. Okay. Alright. That's all the stuff that I feel like I need to start up right now. So then we're going to do characters with no mods. We figured out how to do that last week. And then let's see what characters we have that would be best to put mods onto. Do we, you know what? Maybe the Jedi Knight Revan stuff. So maybe we do just run through this team right here. So we'll start with Bastila this week. And as we go through, we'll try to get some of these other characters hooked up. Let's clear all of her stuff out. We'll sell these mods off as we go through. As we go through our normal routine. So we'll remove those first. Then we'll go to Manage Mods. And then we're going to catch up on chat here real quick before we start all the filtering. See if anybody has more questions for me to answer. All right. Executor is also not good on defense. First Order has 0 problems against it. That's assuming that the opponent has a First Order. And actually, if you have a low star Executor, 4, 5, or 6 star Executor, it actually, the Finalizer counter struggles against it. So I had Finalizer on my main account. I could crush 7-star Executors. Especially 4 and 5 star Executors, the timing is different, and they will kill your echelon in one go. So be aware of that. If you have a low star Executor, it works better against Finalizer. actually. So yeah, if they have a full finalizer fleet and you feel like they're going to take it on offense, still, I mean, the finalizer beats everything except profundity. So if you put Executor on defense, it still means you know one thing that they've got to use, right? I don't know. I don't mind. I would rather put it on defense and make my opponent sort it out. On the off chance that they just misclick or get some bad RNG, I still win. To me, it's worth it. But certainly, the profundity is so easily beaten by malevolence that's my point. All right. Kyber Soze says, "What up, DL? Watched your matchup from the other day where you full cleared 4 GLs. I was impressed. Well done, sir." Thank you, Kyber. That was a fun GAC, man. I feel like I earned every inch of that. That was good. With a Relic Spy in 5s, it can work against Ray and SLKR too. Okay, so Geos in 5s are a valid counter. I thought the question was being answered about cleaning up solo GLs in 3v3. So I guess that's, in my mind, that's how I was answering the question. All right. Jayhawk says, "I don't doubt I need to farm an infinite amount of Kairos doing the Star Killer farm." Almost done with it, though. Yeah, my guild activity, getting 312 guild currency since I did 6 total Cantina refreshes for it. Nice. Good, getting those big rewards. TK says hello. Hey, TK. You can do Jedi Knight Revan mission with mission in Zelbar at Blue Gear. Okay. Yeah, I thought I remembered it being pretty easy. So we'll lay off on the gear there. You can do JKR unlock with Zelbar and mission on gear 3 or 4. Jolie, Bastille, and Revan do all the work. Isn't there one, though, where you have to fight the Rancor or something? You have to... There's something where you have to fight with mission in Zelbar, isn't there? Or am I misremembering that? There's almost no difference between gear 4 and gear 7. So no need to be saying it's possible with low gear. Blessed Carrot's in the house. Hey, Carrot. How you doing, man? Last Mercy says, "Glad to finally catch a live stream." Hey, glad you're here, Last Mercy. All right. Storm Pooper gives a thumbs up. Blessed Carrot says, "I'm 3 relics away from JMK. Starting to farm prereqs for Jabba or finishing JML. Is Jabba the best to do first, then JML?" Yes. I think if you've already got GLs in your account, then for sure Jabba. I'm doing Jabba, first on the Obticeo account, and I gotta say, if that's your first GL, then I don't recommend it. As my first GL, Jabba's a bit of a struggle. But if it's your second GL or higher, just rock on and do Jabba. He's the stuff right now. Sell off all of our bad stats there. All right. Storm Pooper says, paraphrasing, "Pretty sure you don't need him higher than gear 7. All right, don't argue about how we're chatting in chat. I think it's okay. My one wish for the game, please put new stuff in Fleet Arena store. All I do is pile up Zeta mats that I don't use. Oh, I convert all my fleet currency to ships and then spend it in the shard shop. Shard shop, shard shop. Spend everything in the shard shop. All right, let's take these to 6. Boom. All kinds of stuff. We'll kick out the critical damage ones. And we will sell them all off. If they didn't get speed, they're out. Then we'll go back to this same filter. Okay. There was no crit damage mods there. Sad. Alright, we'll take these mods. We'll sell off... Oops. Deselect. Sell off the 3 speed ones. Offense with health, we probably won't work on. Offense with protection is probably not exciting. The rest of these, tenacity, probably not. Offense, that's interesting. All right, let's sell these off. Upgrade the rest to 12. Go out for our gray slicing for the week. This has percent offense, flat offense. The tenacity's not a great score, but that's a lot of good substats here. Oh, plus 6 speed, hit 11. 30 flat offense. This is where I usually quit, because 11 speed isn't enough for me to want to go to gold. But these are some good stats. I mean, I'm happy with this mod with anything except tenacity. I've got a pretty decent amount of materials down here to slice. In this particular mod, I'm going to take one more shot at it. Normally I wouldn't, but just because it's got offense and flat offense on a mod that's going to be on an offensive character, we're going to try. One last, and of course I hit the tenacity. Boo! Wasted materials. Should know better. But if it would have hit, that would have been pretty cool. Health, protection, potency. We'll give this one shot. If it doesn't hit speed, we're done. All right, we're done. 5 speed here. Again, all kinds of health, potency, tank stats on this thing. It doesn't hit speed, we're out. This one's cool. It's got offense. I'm going to take this one to blue. We'll try on green. It gets offense. But crit chance on a crit chance mod with offense main stat, I think is pretty fantastic. It hit crit chance again. If you want crit chance on a character, this could be an interesting mod. I can't hit it again though. At 5 speed with only one hit, I can't do it. Can't bring myself to do it. All right, these two are 4 speed. They're not inspiring me. Get them out of here. No, not upgrade, sell. Wrong button. All right, next. Green and blue. Select all, upgrade 6, go. All right. Now let's look for stuff with no speed. Yuck. All right, see if there's any green stuff with crit damage that I might want to play with. Nope. This, man, that's not good enough either. All right, just get rid of all these. Take out the trash. All right, select everything here, upgrade it to 12, go back out, look for slicing opportunities. What we'd really love to see is something that got like 11 speed on 2 rolls. 10 speed on 2 rolls is pretty good, but those aren't inspiring stats. So we got nothing. We got this one is new. I think 14 speed on a crit avoidance. Let's see where that goes. Having a crit avoidance arrow with speed is nice. 14 we're gonna try again. That's still good enough to lock down. If we want crit avoidance and we get 14 speed on the substat, that's good enough. For me, this one's new, 14 speed. It's good enough to try. Let's go ahead, hit it. Hit it again. Nope. Not great. Okay. Back into managing mods. Let's go to purple mods. Select all, upgrade to 3. See all the stats there. Then we'll go to the gold and purple that have no speed. Get rid of them. Bye. Then we'll do this. Get everything up to 12. Then we'll go look for slicing opportunities. Alright, here we're looking for something new that's got, this is interesting. What's this? 15 speed, has offense. That's worth poking at, right? 3 at 15 is pretty good stats. Okay, 71 offense. It's not great other substats, but it's a good enough mod. Don't mind it. All right, what else do we get here? 14 speed. Yeah, those are okay. 14 speed with protection. That's a good Bosk mod. We've already got a good mod on Bosk on this account, I think. But we'll take a look at it. Let's see what we get. Potency. That's not bad for Bastila. We could just throw it on right here. We'll give her a speed set. We will go in here to character modding. We'll do this. And we'll give her some stuff that's kind of mediocre. Some stuff like this, a 10 speed mod that we're not going to work on. An 11 speed mod, more protection, tenacity. If we got something with potency down here, there's a 9 speed with potency. We'll put that on. Let's see if we've got something with a substat here. 8 speed with health, fine, put it on. Don't mind. Need another speed mod. What's this? 8 speed. Yeah, these are garbage mods that aren't going to go on somebody else. I don't think we have any health mods in this account for the arrows, though, if I remember correctly. So let's put a speed arrow on here. Let's just take a gray one with good stats. That's got a lot of stats on it. Alright. We'll bring that up. And we'll try for a... Hey, we got some... We got a lot of health mods for squares. Alright. She's modded now. 205 speed. Yeah, it's pretty trash, guys. But it's, you know, training wheels mods, right? So we put the training wheels on her. She's got mods. She's better than she was a minute ago with that Gear 12 garbage that, or the level 12 mods that we had on her from way back when we started the account. All right, and then we want to go back into mods just for one more moment and see what we have for garbage mods. So things that rolled 1 speed that we're probably not interested in. Get rid of all of this stuff. Crit damage here. If that had crit chance somewhere in here, I'd be more inclined. Crit chance or offense, but we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep this one because it's tenacity with tenacity. I may slice that someday. Offense with speed, crit chance. See, that's okay too. That may be sliceable someday. Offense, that's got a couple rolls in crit chance. We might try that right now. Let's just give that a hit to blue. Yeah, that didn't work. And then all those mods that I'd selected, I hadn't clicked sell yet. So now we got to go back again. And yeah, that didn't work. You know what? We'll keep it. I mean, we'll put it on a character. It's not horrible. Okay. Speed, offense, crit damage. Let's just get rid of these. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. All of these 1 speed rolls. Sell them off. Get them out of the account. 184 mods in inventory out of 500. That's plenty of room to farm. All right. Look at 6 dot slicing just briefly. See if we've got anything on 6 dots that's really inspiring us to give it a shot. Nope. Nope. Ooh, that one's good. Let's... 4 at 17. That's not good. Never mind. 4 rolls on 17 is not that impressive. 4 rolls on 23. That's good. Come on. Get it. Oh, man. We've already calibrated this mod twice, too. Ugh. The second... I remember now. The calibration that we did on it is how we got the extra speed. I want to hit this so bad. 23 speed, man. If I hit 6 speed on that, it would be a 29 speed mod. It's already got tenacity filled in. So this one has a 33% chance of hitting speed. Man, I don't want to do this. I do want to do it. I don't want to do it. I do want to do it. 33% chance, guys. Come on. Give me a 29 speed mod game. Let's go. Let's do it. Nope. Health. Garbage. Garbage. Blah. So much potential. What's the next one? I mean, I don't even know how much. 75. Blah, we're never going to hit that for 75. I don't care how good it is. That's way too much materials. All right. Well, that does it for 6-dot slicing for this week. I think that's all that I want to work on. Maybe this. 20 speed on 4 rolls. That's all right. We can maybe hit that one. Potency. Health. This thing's just all over the place. Let's calibrate it. We don't have any calibration materials. We threw them all away. All right. All right, all right. Let's get out of here. Catch up on chat. And then that's going to be it. I don't think there's anything that I have to do on Datacrons. It's not a Conquest week. So I don't think I've gotten any more materials to be able to work on these. I'm not buying them out of the shops or anything. So it's just Conquest when I get them. Alrighty, catch up on chat over here. Oh, man. Lots of chats while I was away. Okay. Blessed Carrick says SLKR, Executor, JMK, and then Jabba. Nice. That's a good path. How many 27 speed mods do you have on this account? I don't know. Let's look. If we just sort all mods by speed, and we got to filter out the arrows, right? So get rid of the arrows and then sort by speed. So we've got a 27, 2, 3, 4 27s, 3 26s, 5 25s. So we've got 12 mods in this account that are 25 or higher. Seems like there should be more. I wish there was more. But for an account that's a year old, it's okay. Okay-ish. Not nearly as good as my main account, man. I was blasting the 100 cost refreshes on that from pretty much the time that I started playing the game. So I still have, I think, pretty good mods on that account. All right. Have you checked the new mod trend, 0 speed? Nope. I've been trying to get some crazy offense ones with no speed for Jedi Knight, Luke, and Droideka. It feels awful. 0 speed only works with the new characters, I heard. Cal is good at low speed. The most turns other get before him, the better. Yes, Cal Kestis is looking for 0 speed. Let the opponent roll first and strike back. Yeah. Well, maybe I ought to start looking for 0 speed mods. Is that really becoming a thing outside of Cal or Sayre? It makes situational sense for the obvious ones, but are people really doing it for other stuff? It also has some value in a JMK team, right? Because you can put the Kenobi under damage immunity for a long time. So 0 speed mods aren't a new thing to the game. That's been something that's been good for a few characters for a while. Blessed Carrot says, I'm a puzzle how to catch up with all the new teams. Afra, Starkiller, Inquisitors, Tuskens, not easy. It's never been easy. It's never been easy. Never been bad. Yeah, and so if you'd said the same thing 2 years ago, then you would have said, oh my goodness, they just came out with JMK and Lord Vader and Bad Batch and all this new stuff, and how do I keep up with that? But, 2 years later, that becomes part of the old stuff, and the new stuff is the new stuff. So no, I mean, you never really catch up, do you? You're always like, especially players who aren't spending, you're always like a year behind. But I'm telling you, with the gear changes, you can farm the heck out of hard nodes. You can farm 6 or 8 hard nodes. So there's never been a better time in the game where it's actually viable to catch up. I mean, I'm farming a bunch of new stuff on the Loquitur account. Single shard drops all over the place. And I don't even mind. I still get plenty of gear, plenty of upgrades, staying on my journey. So it's pretty good. All right. You know what? I put a reminder to myself and I forgot it. Like as soon as I came into the account, I just immediately forgot. Let's take a look at relic levels on Savage and Wampa. So Savage, we're just going to pop him up to 5. And we're going to take a look at 6. Because there ain't no party like an overkill party. Alright, so if I wanted to Relic 6 him, health, damage, he gets some more armor. I don't think, I'm going to leave him at 5. We're going to leave him at 5 because then he can make use of a Datacron, and we're going to leave it at that. Good. Wampa, Relic 7. Let's go. Got Zimbiddle cards in the bank. Click the button. Don't think. Do. Okay. Tauntaun Feast. There we go. Big chunk of health. Look at this. Look at what Relic 8 looks like. That is a massive chunk of mastery and health and damage. What is that? 600 base damage. Oof. Oof. And a bunch more armor. That's so many materials. That Relic 8 is so many materials. I already Relic 8 Han, right? Who else do we need at Relic 8 for the Jabba journey? Let's go look at the Jabba journey real quick. We're gonna fade over to the Loquitur account for a second, so we can leave this screen up. And I just need to take a look at this journey guide and see about this Jabba. Okay, Relic 8 on Han Solo. That's it. That's it? That's the only Relic 8 in this journey? Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. Man, this Wampa kills Sith Eternals right and left, right? Like this, once I click this, I have no arrow magnifiers, no impulse detectors, no Zimbiddle cards. I just run myself out of that stuff. But I have a Relic 8 Wampa. It means I can't Relic 8 Jedi Knight Luke. Who's better at Relic 8? Probably Jedi Knight Luke, right? Probably more rewarding to have him at 8. I think that's probably the case. Darth Evac says you won't regret it. Wampa. Hey DL, I finally managed to catch some streams live. Alright. Alright. Ah. Relic 8 this Wampa. Or wait for Jedi Knight Luke. Jedi Knight Luke is like 6 weeks out. We'll have more Relic 8 materials by then. Jabba also wants Relic 8. Luke is strong at Relic 8 though. We're going to wait. We're going to hold off. We're going to leave. Oh, God. Oh, man. I want it so bad, though, guys. You know what? We're going to do all three of them. We're going to do all three of them. We're going to do Wampa first. By the time we get Jedi Knight Luke up and running, we'll save up materials and we'll do him. And by the time we get Jabba, like 6 months from now, we'll have plenty of R8 materials. What does he get for Relic 9? Bunch more protection. Bunch more health. Oof. Salty. No Relic 9s, that's for sure. Alright, let's check out his stats. He's got mediocre mods on him. 65,000 on health, bunch of protection, speed. Armor's only 56%. Definitely need better mods on him. And maybe what we need to do is mod him for less tenacity. Right? Let's try to get a tenacity mod with tenacity that we like. This is pretty good. Sort all this stuff by speed. This is tenacity with protection. We don't care about protection, do we? Here's tenacity with tenacity. And we're just going to go ahead and blow that up. Slice it. We can do one more slice here trying to get speed. Gets more offense. Okay, we're done with that one. Alright, here. Let's do defense mods. It's got tenacity on it. Look, this mod was made for Wampa. Here's one defense mod. Let's put it on. Okay, looking for defense mods here. Defense, defense, defense. Defense. Okay, we need another tenacity mod somewhere in our set. We want one tenacity set on him. That's pretty good. Let's get it. Alright. And then go back to looking for defense. 32 speed. Do we want speed on Wampa? What do you guys do? Do you do speed on Wampa? Or you just... I feel like if I had a defense mod with offense here, then I would probably want to play that instead, right? So let's look. There's a defense mod with offense, but it's taken up. Here's a tenacity mod with offense. I mean, that's not horrible, right? It's not horrible. I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. And let's take this up to 6 dots. It's not a good mod for speed. It's not, but we're just getting offense on this guy. All right, so we really need something good here. 22 speed there. Shall we rob from Savage? We could put, I guess we could put 2 tenacity sets on him. Let's see what we've got here. Luke's got something. Do we want offense or just crit damage? Kanan Jarrus has offense. This is interesting. Just putting offense on him, potency, crit chance. Just have him hitting harder. And that gives us 2 tenacity sets. Let's take a look at that. Tenacity is only crucial for specific counters like Iden. Yes, exactly. We want enough tenacity that Iden is not an issue. Wampa ramps up offense. My Wampa has 74% tenacity and 10k offense. Andrazani says the higher you start, the faster you kill Sith Eternal. 4 offense mods, 2 health. Health mods? Pfft. Who uses health mods? Yeah, I don't think I have enough offense mods to finish a good set for him. We can take a look. Oops. We're looking at only offense main stats. Alright, let's take that off. Do we have enough stuff for an offense set? It's all taken up. Yeah, we don't have a good offense set. There's some offense mod there. That's too fast. 4 with 16 speed. I don't know. I like the tenacity. I feel like the tenacity just kind of makes the Iden, you know, a non-issue. So Iden is never an issue. Let's steal this off of him. Let's look at our tenacity now. 131 on tenacity. You get another 100 tenacity at the start, right? Isn't that right? So this puts us at 230, and there's no Iden that's going to ever stun us. So we've got... Let's just take a look here. See if I got offense here. This is interesting. We could do this. Right? 6 more speed. That's looking good. Potency. Hey, there's another 25 speed mod for you guys to add to the tally. Boom. Lock it down. All right. Then this, I don't know if we'll be able to... Yep, we've got just enough. We've got just enough. 3 with 17 is good. All right. All right, all right, all right. So what we've done here, we've got 2 tenacity sets. Still puts us around 100%, which I'm fine with. Dropped our health a little bit. Protection's good. Damage, 10k. 10,042. So we're using the relic levels to boost up our offense. We're just rocking the big fat hits now. Look at this thing. Look at this. All right, this Wampa just got just got beastie. Defense set, couple tenacity sets, offense, 25 speed on that mod. That thing's precious. Look at that thing. And it's got a tenacity substat on it too. I like it. I can live with that. All right, so we got 10k offense with no offense set. I don't feel like he's going to die anytime soon. Okay. Let's look at Savage real quick. I think Savage is in good, better shape on mods. I think we got decent mods on Savage. Yeah, he's okay-ish. Yeah, he's got some of the same kind of mods on him. Good triangle, and all the rest of it's kind of mediocre, but he's okay. He's okay. Doing his job. All right. I think we can kick him off of the favorites. Done with him for now. Still have an opportunity to 6-dot this mod someday. It's also an offense main stat, so that would give us, you know, I don't know, 10, 100, 10, 200, something like that. But we're good for now. Six-dot that Wampa square. I'm out of 6-dot materials, boys. We done. We out. Check that out. I got like 0 of these. 7 of them left. So we'll farm some of those up over the next week and go in there and touch that up some other day. Alrighty, guys. That's going to ramp it up there. I have 0 problems with Iden and GG at 74% tenacity because of the extra 100% you gain. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. And man, if Iden gets that initial stun on you, though, it's just over. So I just don't ever want to risk that opening stun and you just lose. All right, let's sign up. Signing up, and we're going to go over here on Loquitur, and we're going to sign up over there too, because I don't want to forget. All right, boom, there it is. Signed up, both accounts. Ready to play some GAC. All right. I just got my Fulcrum to Relic 5, hoping I can wipe out a Starkiller team in TW now. Ha ha ha, Fulcrum. Nice. How much more survivable is the Executor at 5 stars and 4 stars? 5 stars is really good on the Executor. Going from 4 to 5 is a pretty good jump. I don't like going from 5 to 6. I didn't like the timing of the fleet at 6 stars. But from 4 to 5 is good. It's a good upgrade. Hurry to 5 stars, and then, I mean, my vote is leave it at 5 stars until you're ready to go to 7, and then push it from 5 to 7. That's what I think. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to pack it in for this update. Please remember to like on the way out if you didn't like on the way in. It helps me, helps the channel, and I enjoy it when you do it. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. And, of course, join us over on the Discord. The link for the Discord is down below. Click that. Come on over. Join us. Tell your friends to come over and subscribe. Everybody that clicks that subscribe button gets us closer to 6,000. When I hit 6,000 subs, I'll do a bunch of giveaway stuff. We'll give away a couple $100 worth of gift cards on my channel. And we'll do the special deal like we always do, where if your in-game name includes Inquisitor somewhere in it, I'll double your winnings. So help me get to 6K, guys, and we'll crack that barrier, give a bunch of stuff away. All right. Thank you all for watching. I will see y'all in the next Holocron.